Welcome back to the Rory Talks Football channel, your daily Arsenal news, updates, opinions and reactions. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. We're on our way to 2,600 subscribers, and smash a like on the video if you enjoy it. Lots of news to get into today, starting of course with Declan Rice. Now, it was reported yesterday by various people that Arsenal had made an official bid for Rice. That is not the case. Firstly, it was misquoted from Fabrizio Romano. Romano said Arsenal will make a proposal. The Twitter account said that Arsenal had made a proposal, and then people started running with it. Now, it's not bad news that we haven't made a proposal, but these are just the facts. So there are three great sources from three completely different sectors that are all very positive. So the first is Team News and Ticks, who is top tier source for Arsenal news. He said, as of a couple of hours ago, no offer for Rice has gone in from us. It's inevitable that one will come, but people are jumping the gun and hoping to be first. And he's spot on. There's so many in the knows on Twitter that want to be the first one to say it, so that then they can quote retweet it when it happens and go, oh, we were the first ones to report it. It's obvious that it's going to happen, so it's not really breaking news. The second source is Jacob Steinberg. Now, he is a top tier source for West Ham. He said Arsenal are closing in on a $100 million deal for the West Ham midfielder Declan Rice. Arsenal are close to agreeing a fee with West Ham for Declan Rice and are expected to pay more than $100 million for the midfielder if certain add-ons are achieved. West Ham have accepted they're going to lose Rice, and Arsenal are ready to make him the most expensive player in their history. A bid is yet to be submitted, but talks between the clubs are progressing smoothly, and there is confidence that a deal will soon be finalised. So, picking apart some things from that, $100 million, more than $100 million if certain add-ons are achieved. Now, it was widely reported that the structure is likely to be £92 million as a flat fee, with up to $10 million in potential add-ons for things like winning the Premier League and or Champions League. Now, for me, that's not bad value at all. Keeping that sort of flat fee under $100 million was important, and it sounds like we're going to do it if it's only going to be the add-ons that tip it over $100 million. And for a player of Rice's quality, I'm accepting that this is a massive, massive signing for the future of our club, and I'm happy for us to pay that. Not that it's coming out of my pocket. And the third source here is Bild. And this relates to Bayern Munich, because they're one of the only other clubs that have shown concrete interest in Rice. So if we were going to get gazumped by someone, it could be them. However, Bild has reported that following today's board meeting, Bayern have decided they will not submit an offer for Declan Rice. The player is likely to be heading to Arsenal. The Rice transfer is now off the table for Bayern. So that is them out of the running, which, you know, I don't think they were ever really in the running. We've said it on this channel right from the start that the likelihood of him leaving the Premier League was very slim. But it's good that Bayern themselves are thinking, okay, he's going to Arsenal. One other thing I wanted to go back to is that my personal opinion on this, and it's kind of what Jacob Steinberg alluded to, is that there's not going to be a public back and forth. There's not going to be Arsenal make a bid, West Ham reject it, Arsenal make a second bid, West Ham reject it, and then other clubs start getting enticed. You know, I don't think we're going to see Mudryk or Caicedo in January. Those sorts of things happen again. I think a lot of groundwork has gone into making sure that when we do make that bid, we already know that West Ham are going to accept it. And so I'm fairly confident that we make that official bid, the official proposal, and it gets accepted. It just looks better for both sides if that is the case. So hopefully that happens this week. Obviously, the transfer window officially opens for domestic transfers tomorrow. So you can buy and sell players between Premier League clubs starting tomorrow, or between any clubs in England starting tomorrow. So we'll see if we get any more updates. I've been waiting for a David Ornstein exclusive for as long as I could today before I made this video, but one hasn't come, so I've had to make the video anyway. Next up, Moises Caicedo. There's an update from the Byline, which is a relatively small Twitter and YouTube channel, but the person running it got the Havertz to Arsenal links before anyone else did. Obviously, we've ended up not going for Havertz, but the links were definitely there. And this person said that he's leaning towards Arsenal getting Caicedo, and that Arsenal should, he feels, secure both Rice and Caicedo. Chelsea won't go down without a fight, but they are not overly optimistic. He says Caicedo can also play as an inverted right back in addition to his midfield role, which we know. And apparently Arteta has been pretty persuasive with Caicedo, as he has been with Rice, which is, a lot of other people have reported that as well, that Arteta has been crucial in getting Rice. And so, I mean, look, I always felt like Caicedo, if he had the choice, would go to Arsenal. There's very limited reasons that you would choose Chelsea over Arsenal other than financial incentives. And it's beginning to look like Chelsea are running out of those financial incentives. Now, apparently, Chelsea said to Brighton that they would only match whatever Arsenal could bid, although they may offer a better structure in terms of more upfront or whatever, although Chelsea haven't been able to do that with any of their signings so far, so I don't see that happening. It was also reported when Caicedo signed his new contract that part of that was that he would have some say in where he went next as long as the bid was good enough. So I really do think that Arsenal have got a good chance of signing Moises Caicedo, and I tweeted this today. I've never been that confident that we could do both Rice and Caicedo because it's just two massive transfers. However, the longer it goes on without Chelsea really making any progress with Caicedo, the more I think we're really in with a chance, because Caicedo is Chelsea's priority midfield signing. He's not our priority. Rice is our priority. And yet it feels like both Brighton and Caicedo are really holding off committing to anything with Chelsea until Arsenal have got Rice done and maybe can make our move. So I'm beginning to build some confidence that we could get Caicedo done, which would just be absolutely monumental if we could get it done. Obviously, I think Caicedo would rather move to us. And, you know, Chelsea are just generally struggling. They've also got a bad relationship with Brighton. Obviously, they took Graham Potter, which wasn't great for the relationship between Chelsea and Brighton. But also, there's this ongoing saga of Levi Colwill, where Brighton have bid 30 million and then 40 million and just been flat out rejected both times. So, you know, people mocked the whole good relationship FC when we were trying to keep our relationship good with Brighton in the January, but it may well be that that good relationship helps us coming into the summer. And I mean, again, I will keep you updated on this channel with any progress made with Caicedo, but God, what a window that would be if we get it done. What a window that would be. Gundogan is also still on our radar. There is concrete interest from Arsenal in Gundogan. We're not the favourites to get him. I think Man City are actually still favourites to keep him because of the amount that they're going to offer him. Barcelona are also interested, and he could end up in Saudi Arabia. So, again, I'll keep you updated on that. There was nothing really other than the fact that he's interested. I think that came from Fabrizio Romano today. Arsenal are edging closer to an agreement for Declan Rice and are considering bidding for Moises Caicedo to sign him along with the England international. That came from Sam Dean, so that's just another source in The Telegraph, confirming that interest in Caicedo. Yesterday, we had some good injury news. This was coming from Kaya Kainak, who writes for Football London, and he has been very good all season with information relating to injuries and stuff around the club. And according to him, Tomiyasu, El Neni, Martinelli and Zinchenko will all feature in Arsenal's pre-season. Now, all of them obviously ended the season injured. Tomiyasu was one that there was genuine concern he might not make it back until the start of the season, but according to Kyle Karnak, he is going to be on the pre-season tour, so that's really good news for all of them. The only name that's missing from that that's slightly concerning is William Saliba. Who knows? You know, it's not bad information. It's not, you know, saying that Saliba's not going to be back for the start of the season, but it's not saying that he's going to be in the pre-season. So we'll wait for an update on that. Other news relating to players leaving. This is coming from Sam Dean in The Telegraph again. Nicolas Pepe is one of the higher earners on Arsenal's books, and though he has 12 months left on his deal, there is a possibility that his contract gets terminated this summer. Arsenal are hoping to avoid that scenario and would rather generate a transfer fee, however small it is. So it really seems like we're fighting to push Nicolas Pepe out the door. It was also confirmed today that there are no plans to reintegrate Cedric into the squad. And I feel like it's going to be the same with Rob Holding. But really, we do need to start getting a move on getting these players out the door. It's another reason that I think Chelsea are struggling with the Caicedo deal, because they're struggling to get players out the door. They want to sell Mount to Manchester United, but Manchester United need to get the sale done before that can happen. They've tried getting rid of Havertz, but Real Madrid have said they're not going to pay the 60 million for Havertz. And look, this massively bloated Chelsea squad is going to become a problem for them. Finally, I think they've realised the problems that they got themselves into over the last year, and hopefully Arsenal can capitalise on that. But look, that is all of the news for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative. If you did enjoy it, please do subscribe, like I said, on the road to 2,600 subscribers. And other than that, have a great evening, and I will catch you all tomorrow.